Hello there, wrestling gurus. It's me back with another podcast, Team Right, and we are going to discuss about three TNA free agencies, maybe. So it's Hogan, AJ Styles, and Mickey James. First is going to discuss about Hollywood Hulk Hogan, or whatever you want to call him. His contract expired October 1st. He rejected offer. No, actually, he's not going to resign with TNA. So, Tony, what's your thoughts?
Oh, he's not going to resign?
Nope.
Well, let's just hope the guy honestly just hangs up the boots or whatever and just retires, like he announces a retirement or something like that on Twitter. Because honestly, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him in WWE just maybe as a general manager or even a commentator, a manager role. Just not in the wrestling role or whatever, because honestly, this guy probably cannot put on good matches anymore because he's had so many surgeries over the years. I think for his own well-being, it would be just best in his best interest just to stay out of the ring, and just stay as maybe be a general manager, maybe be a commentator, maybe be a manager for somebody, help give somebody a push or something like that. But honestly, I guess I would somewhat mark out. I used to somewhat mark out all the time when Hogan would come back to W, like when he was gone for like a while. I will say right now, anybody go watches a video of it, an event that I went to live, WrestleMania 21. I marked out, everybody in that arena marked out when Hogan came out and did that little segment with Eugene. He saved Eugene from Muhammad Hassan and Daivari. That was to me a mark out moment. The place went fucking nuts, and I think if he was to return to WWE maybe next year, later this year, out of nowhere, it would be a fucking mark out moment or something like that, because he's been gone so long and so many people are a fan of him. But yeah, what's your thoughts on it? I guess you give your thoughts.
Well, it would be a great moment because no one thought he's going to return to the WWE once again. And if it does happen, of course everyone's going to mark out for the first time in a long ass time. And I don't know what kind of role will he be in WWE. In the match, new general manager for Raw, SmackDown, a manager, or behind the scenes. I don't know how this is going to play out. You know that, Tony? I have no idea.
That's only if he returns to WWE.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If, you know?
Yeah, probably people are jumping the gun and saying he's coming to watch the video start popping. I'm saying he's coming back to WWE. Time for Cena and Hogan.
Or he just might hang it up and say, you know what? I had a great run and I would just make an announcement on Twitter, like you said earlier, you know?
Yeah, or people go nuts and say, "Oh, Hogan's coming to WWE." Just because he leaves TNA does not mean he's coming back to WWE. People, I mean, that doesn't just because somebody leaves WWE and it doesn't mean they're going to TNA. Just because somebody leaves WWE, what was it? Just because somebody leaves WWE does not mean they're going to TNA. Just because somebody leaves TNA does not mean they're going to WWE. Maybe they're going to do something else with their career, their life, or maybe they just want to call it quits, and retire for once and for all. But I could just see the videos popping up now because people have talked about this over the years about they want to see Hogan versus Cena. We discussed this yesterday, but I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not one of the ones that want to see it.
I mean, I totally agree. I mean, it's okay in video game world, but in real life, the legend Hogan versus, he's not really the new guy, but still the younger than Hogan, Cena.
Icon versus legend, I guess.
Someone's got to turn heel. They can't have two baby faces, but that's just my opinion, Tony. That's about it,
Yeah, we all know who would win that match. Wink, wink.
Yep, so let's not discuss it any further. Okay, you discussed about the next guy.
Alright, AJ Styles. Well, recently he resigned a 3-month deal. His contract was expiring and he re-signed a 3-month deal. Apparently, the Dixie Carter and whoever else, worked out the whole situation. They wanted him to sign a longer deal, but he didn't because they weren't offering him enough money, so he declined and just went with 3 months, I guess. So, honestly, TNA, I think, well, when it comes down to it, I think he might just end up leaving. I don't know, maybe he'll resign, but it just seems like, well, maybe it's a possibility it's a better chance he might resign because he's been loyal to TNA and he's been there since day one. Just all of a sudden to jump shit so I can just leave and go to WWE and just ditch TNA, but it just seems as of late, as many talents has been released in TNA as of late over the last couple months. TNA, it seems like they don't have enough money to afford their own talent, so it's kind of like that's why most of those releases were happening. But
yeah,
go ahead.
That's pretty sad, but it happens in businesses.
But a guy like AJ Styles most likely would resign just to stay loyal to the company. But if he didn't and he left the company, people are gonna start assuming he's going to WWE. But you won't. Honestly, here's how I see it. I don't care. Honestly, if it's a tweet or something, it all just is most of the time bullshit. But if I see him appear on Raw or something like that, come fucking just appear on Raw or SmackDown or on pay per view, then I know he's with the company. But if he leaves TNA, and I'm not gonna start assuming, oh, he's coming to WWE. Maybe he wants to go to another company. Maybe he wants to spend time with his kids instead of being on the road all the time. Maybe he wants to take a little bit of a break and then come back to TNA later on. But I'm just saying, it seems like a lot of people like to make video, when somebody leaves a company, oh shit, he's gonna go to another big company or something like that. You don't know that. You don't know what they're thinking. Maybe they want to just take a break from it, get off the road for a while, spend some time with their family, which they can't do most of the time because they're making the buck or whatever. So yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing AJ Styles in TNA, but I mean WWE, but the guy's 36 years old. He's kind of getting up there, so it'd be kind of hard how they would do this. They'd obviously give him repackage him, but I just kind of it would be hard to just honestly seeing how they would book this guy and stuff. As old as he is, who knows how it would go. But what do you think about it?
Well, if he does not resign after the 3 months, no one hears about him. And of course, everyone's gonna say, "Oh, AJ Styles gonna go to WWE." Yes, yes, yes. But of course, it'd be hush hush if WWE was smart. He got signed in the winter months, and then beginning of January 2014, he'll make an appearance at the Rumble, and you hear that awesome music. Of course, it's not TNA because WWE don't have the rights. It'd be some random music we've never heard until you see him. Say, "Holy shit, that'd be a huge mark-out moment." You know what I'm saying, Tony?
Yeah, but the thing about it is it'd be funny if people assuming, oh, he's going to WWE because he left TNA, but then 3 months later he comes back to TNA. I'm like, oh my god, you idiots made videos about that. How do you feel now?
Or he could do like Ric Flair did back in the he went to WWE for a little bit, then he went to back to WCW, then he went back to WWE. You know what I'm saying? So he could do like that,
Yeah.
So it all depends how this is gonna work in the future. Now I like this kind of talk because it's awesome because all the wrestlers I know, the contracts are expiring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to discuss about this part, or do you want to move on?
I just hope, whatever goes. I think AJ Styles is my favorite TNA wrestler right now, and I do bits at TNA a lot, and the thing about it is you'd probably say, well, why do you still watch it? Well, I only watch it for one guy. If I was watching it for a bunch of guys, I wouldn't complain, but I'm only watching it for AJ Styles, so, honestly, I have the right to complain about it and still watch it, because I'm only watching it for one guy. I don't care about anybody that's really else in the company, but, yeah, he's a phenomenal wrestler, and I just hope all well goes for everything goes good for him. So yeah, now you take it for the final part of this video.
Oh, before I let you go, that's kind of sad, but only one guy you like, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I like him back in the day. He's awesome, and he's gonna be a future Hall of Fame or whatever he's gonna go at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just hope that they do him right with his run here. That they're pushing him for the world title, and I hope they give it to him and they let him have it for a while here. So
yeah, hopefully they don't screw him in that department. We'll find out in the future. Okay, final person is Mickie James. We all know that she's denied her offer, and she had a great run in TNA. From my point of view, she's been with the company since 2010. She was
2011.
champion. What?
2011.
Okay, sorry, my viewers. 2011. She's been there for a while. 3 years. First, she did this her country thing, and I guess. They always, when she left WWE, she said she wants to concentrate on her music. And I had a feeling that that's full of shit. She's going to TNA. And guess what? I was right,
Yeah.
And I know, some people I know was a huge mark. I would say, holy shit, she's there. Holy shit,
Yeah.
But we all know who it is. But, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But,
yeah.
Of course she made her name in the WWE. With Trish, and then I love that angle. I don't know if you did, Tony, but that was fucking awesome,
Yeah, I honestly thought that that was to me her best gimmick that she had. That's what made me get into her. That was like her first role in the company, and that right there, her first role, it won me over.
Oh yeah. Now if she debuted PG, it won't work because it was very edgy and
Lesbian shit going on.
Yeah, they can't do that kind of stuff because it's PG bullshit. But
Yeah.
it's what it is, and that's why TNA give her a chance. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how many times she won TNA champion. Do you know off your top of the head?
I believe she's a 3-time.
How many times she won the women's champion? How many times she won that?
Three or four. It's hard to remember. Maybe David Rivera would know off the top of his head.
Yeah, do you know Fort Minor Project? If you're listening, how many times she won Divas? Probably one, right?
Shit. Yeah, I think Fort Minor Project would know all of her title reigns.
Now, this really pissed me off. This had nothing with TNA. The reason she quit WWE, I think she was overweight, and they had a stupid ass storyline. I hate that storyline. What do you think, Tony, real quick?
I hated that garbage. It was pathetic. Well, and they were in PG, so that's kind of all they could do at the time. And seeing they used the whole overweight thing to their advantage, and they made that storyline with the whole Mickey James and Lay Cool. That was just, I hated that feud.
Yes, it was awful. Now, was she really fat, or was that just to tell her to just
That was the WWE. That's what WWE was against her. Why do you think they got rid of Karma?
Yeah.
Well, she was pregnant too, but she was also overweight.
I don't know.
WWE is skepticistic about that.
I think WWE just picky with the divas, you know?
Yeah, they need to worry about how talented they are.
Yeah, who gives a shit
what they look like.
There's no such thing as a skinny girl. I mean, look at what's her face, Stacy Keibler, but still, she has no long ass legs, so that's why she was in the company, you know.
Look at China. I didn't see anybody complaining how because she was had muscles, you know. But
yeah. Well, at first I thought, I know this is weird. I thought she's a fucking guy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Oh, now you know she's not a guy, right? Because she's a porn star.
I mean, at first, because she didn't look like a woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I was the first guy saying that, but I'm not being weird, but that's just how I feel about it. It's just,
yeah.
Back in, I don't know why I said, but it's stupid. Forget what I said, my viewers, but I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate comments on this thing, but
not
whatever,
necessarily though. You don't have to assume that.
Yeah, but whatever. But back to Mickey James. She came a long way. I saw a couple matches in TNA. I know she's gonna drop the belt tomorrow or whenever this is up. Sorry, my viewers, I spoil it.
Who
for
cares
you.
though? Honestly, who cares about who
what?
really cares though?
Yeah, true. Maybe the TNA hardcore fans will want to listen to us, but if you want to not listen to us, just skip until the next day, Friday or Saturday. But maybe she wants to take some time off. Maybe she wants to go back to her country music, and maybe she might go back to WWE or go to ROH. But what would be a good place for her right now?
Porn industry. No.
Besides that, Tony, come on.
No, I'm just going by because that's what she used to do. Honestly, fuck. Well, she's been in she's been in TNA. She should just mainly focus on her country music, like her music role or whatever. She should go with that and do that for a few years. Release a couple of albums. I've listened to some of her music. It's pretty damn good, and stuff like that. But I think she should just do that and then maybe think about her wrestling future from there.
Correct. Yeah, I agree. But Steven reached me a video recently that our division for Divas sucks ass. They don't have AJ Lee. Of course she's a top of the food chain. Caitlyn, I think she's like busted up, banged up, or
I don't know the fuck Caitlyn is, but and they have Natalia. She's a pretty good wrestler. You know what? Thing about that is WWE is retarded because they have so many divas in NXT that are to me, they have a couple that are really good. They should bring the main roster and put in the Divas division. It would spice it up and get it back up. Get it back running. Get it up and running and stuff like that. But I don't know what the deal is. I mean, why do you have NXT and you have these talented women and talented guys and you're careless to use them and bring them to the main roster where they need to be. And then when those slots are empty, they can bring in more people than NXT that replace those. But
that's what I don't understand. And the same thing for guys, they use the same guys over and over. That's what we discussed off a podcast. They have Cena all the time. Dana Bryan, Orton, and
Punk.
Who else? Yeah, Punk. The main guys who win the goddamn championship. Sorry my language, but it's damn true. Do they ever use the Miz that often? No. Now he's injured, so that sucks.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And another guy, speaking of injured, Christian is injured. He's no offense to anyone who loves Christian. He's injuring problem lately. Will he get another title shot? We will never know until he gets healthy.
Will he get a WWE title shot?
I don't know. Time will tell.
You know, here's another guy. We're off top subject. I want to point this out. Where in the fuck is Wade Barrett? Come on now, people.
Yeah, he posted when the money big after he got back from injury.
Damien.
I don't know. It just really pissed me off, and I'm not a big Wade Barrett fan.
I am though, but whatever.
I know you are, but I like this. I don't know. Maybe his whole gimmick. Maybe he needs a new repackaged deal. You know?
Maybe, or maybe they should just fucking honestly, if they're not going to use him to his full extent and all the talent he has, just release him then WWE, honestly, or he should just ask for his release. There's a reason that he hasn't asked for his release. Maybe he has hope in WWE that he has a feeling that they're going to eventually give him that push that he's been waiting for. And he was pushed back, a few years back, and it was a good push, but it didn't get the job done. He wasn't ready for it. But I feel like now he has been ready for it. I think, honestly, the reason he has been on TV, it's not because he's been injured. Nobody's started saying anything. It's funny, nobody's even asked where Wade Barrett's been. I guess that's only me but I think it's mainly that maybe they are going to repackage him. Maybe, maybe they'll even let him grow his beard out again, because honestly, it looked like it was starting to grow out again. But honestly, I think they're going to repackage him and then bring him back as this kick-ass shit, like they promoted him. This whole, how they were saying how he's, what was it, what was it, a fist, or what the fuck is it called? Bare knuckle fist fighter?
Yeah, I forget what's it called, yeah.
Maybe they'll bring him back as that. Yeah,
bullshit,
bare knuckle champion, or maybe they'll bring him back and start kicking the shit out of everybody out of nowhere, and maybe he'll get the push that way. But honestly, I wish they would bring Wade Barrett back. But if they're deciding what they're gonna do with him next and repackage him, I'm okay then. I guess keep him off TV if you're doing that. But if you're not and you're just not using him, I guess it's best for him because he'd probably be losing to guys like Zack Ryder and RVD.
Yeah, just release him.
Or he should ask for his release, but maybe he thinks there's hope.
Yeah, I mean, it just irritates me, but they have young guys, they don't get pushed. They use the same guys over and over, like I discussed before. And then, in the same thing in the attitude, they use the same guys over. Austin, The Rock, Triple H, McFoley. It's the same guys over and over and over. And I know the young guys in the mid-card want to get pushed. And I know it doesn't matter now, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just an example.
That's why they decided to do the split brand. At first it was great, yeah, now I'm kind of glad they don't do it anymore because it's pointless,
And why do you think they started doing Money in the Bank to put, most of the time, putting the mid-card guys in there to give a chance at winning a title?
Yeah, sorry, my viewers, we're just going off topic. Another thing, speaking of Money in the Bank, they should have, not red and blue,
black.
They should have a black case in both, but whatever.
And then when the wrestler wins it, like they used to do when they first started it, put their designs on it, like spray paint their designs on the briefcase.
Yeah, like CM Punk and
RVD.
Edge, yeah.
Whatever.
But whatever, that was just in the past. But
I don't think Edge had a design on his, but oh well. I don't think Edge had a design on his, but oh well.
Yeah, he did, but
he did?
I think we did enough rant and all good stuff. So we'll find out who's gonna resign and all good stuff. Another thing is before we let you go, RVD's taking some time off. So what's your thoughts on this, Tony?
Well, I guess his whole so-called part-time thing is starting to kick in now. But automatically this means that he's not winning the belt. I'm just gonna say right now he is getting a rematch at Battleground against Del Rio. But that means he's not getting the rematch. But I mean, not getting the title. Even though I wanted him to get the title so much, but now that this whole news has broke out, my hopes for him thinking he was gonna get the title is kind of really far down. So does this mean maybe they're gonna have Ricardo turn on him finally now and take him off? Maybe they'll do an injury angle where that way they take him off TV and have a way to write him off, and then maybe even they'll turn Damien Sandow face to feud with Del Rio. I know a guy like Damien Sandow doesn't look like the face role, but they could maybe do it honestly, because think about it, who else is there going to be to challenge Del Rio? Christian's out, RVD is going to be gone, so if Damien ends up cashing in, they could turn Damien face.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, he's got to cash in now or later. Right? Don't wait like The Miz did and wait until like November or whatever.
Or like Ziggler did it almost a year later.
Yeah, I just don't like. There's no reason, but they want our wrestling fans to
keep watching, to tune in when he's gonna cash in.
Yeah. Speaking of Dolph, he will become world champion down the road. Bank on the wrestling or WWF champion.
I know people have been saying that he ain't gonna win the belt anymore.
He will. He will.
Yeah, he's come a long way.
Right now he's in hot water backstage. That's about it.
Yeah, he's come a long way.
But that's all I'm gonna say. Sorry about the rant, and probably went a little too long. Hopefully you enjoyed both of these podcasts lately, and you got anything to say before we sign off, Tony?
Nope. Just enjoy your dinner, everybody, or your late night snacks, and you know, just keep safe, stay safe, whatever, and enjoy Impact Wrestling tonight. And I hope all you guys that watch that are big supporters for the show. Hope you guys enjoyed main event tonight on what was it even? IGN, I think. I don't.
Yeah, Spike TV, right? Remember?
Yeah.
And then enjoy your breakfast or whatever you're gonna do, or whatever this thing will be up,
Yeah.
So have a good one from your friend Team Rai and my other friend Tony, and the tag team champions are on it. Okay, have a good one, my friends.
Hell yeah.